Hi, everybody. It's Karen Abrams, and welcome back to Tuesday Tuneups. Yay! So glad to be here. Today, we are going to let go of scarcity. Why? Because what you focus on, what we focus on, just shows up more and more and more in our life. So if we alter our focus and put it somewhere else, that's going to show up more than this because scarcity sucks. Okay, and it's very easy to feel it right now because there's so much of it going on all over the place, and it seems to be a lot of the reactions to what's going on in our world right now. So given that, let's get on it now. So let's start the way we always do, which is letting go of all of that energy that doesn't belong to you, that we got to get rid of right now. Okay, so we're going to send it to the universe. We're going to use theta healing to help us with that, because that's going to get us inside to our bodies, inside every cell of our body, into our subconscious mind, to shift that energy. So here we go. So let me come into your space if that's okay. Just say yes. You know the drill. I got my glasses on. There we go. There we are. Okay. So let's let go of all that energy that never belonged to you in the first place. There we go. And we're going to send it with our intention, which is what theta helps us do, is get our mind to talk to our bodies. So we're creating the intention to take all of that energy that never belonged to us and send it out to the universe. Be gone, my friends, be gone. There we go. Awesome. Yay. And then let's let go of all of that harmful radiation and those EMFs that are so prevalent in our technology today. And once again, telling our bodies what to do and sending that out to the world. Not to the world, sorry, to the universe. They have enough. Awesome. Okay, there we go. And this will all happen in your own divine timing, which means whatever your body and your mind and your subconscious and everything is ready to let go of at your time, in your time, not mine. Okay. So let us go, my friends. Here we go. So one of the main things is, and I want to start with, was what I said. What we focus on, what you focus on, is going to show up more and more in your life. And that's why it's so important in the morning to get rid of that other energy. Because if you wake up in the morning and feeling all mad and grumpy and rah, 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 it's okay as long as you shift it really quickly. And all the great, I can't say all, the teachers that I know about, the great teachers that I know about out in the world, tend to say in their own way, you got to change your state or nothing's going to change. Okay, so we got to say, change our emotional state, our energetic state, our state of mind. All of that needs to change in order for us to be able to do what we want to do with our lives. And especially just even in the day, it just magnetizes. So here we go. Let's just show you how to, what it feels like to focus on what you desire instead of what you don't. Okay. And to accept that it's human, obviously, to have the other kinds of feelings. This isn't about running away from them. It's really about creating more of the feelings that we want. Okay, and then coping with and healing the other feelings. Okay, there we go. Alrighty. So showing you that it's safe for you to focus on what you desire and be aware of the things you'd like to change also. And let's bring in the insight for you on the things that you want to change. Bring in the insight. Think of one thing you'd like to change right now, okay? Got it? Think of that one thing. And now let's have God, have the universe, have nature give you some insight on how to change that. Maybe lead you to the next place that can give you an idea. There we go. And show you also what it feels like to focus on what inside of your life is a blessing. It's a blessing you have clothes. It's a blessing you have a house or an apartment or a place to be. You have shelter, right? It's a blessing that you have food. and go into and showing you how to go into gratitude when that happens. And one of the easiest ways to go into gratitude, because I used to think a lot about gratitude, and so when I was in my head I couldn't do it, is if you go and ask yourself the question, how grateful would I feel if this thing that I desire happened? So you can say, how grateful would I feel right now if I knew that I would always have food in my refrigerator, and I always have a roof over my head, and I always have clothes to wear, and I always have transportation, and I always have friends, and I always have loved ones, and I always feel, how grateful would I feel if I knew I was always supported by the universe? There we go. If I knew that life happens for me instead of to me. And whatever it is, whatever you're struggling with right now, let's give you some insight on how to change that. Let's just have the universe give that to you now. Beautiful. Just open a door, open a window. So you go, huh. And what I'm hearing in the general sense is that when you lean into something that really gives you joy, that makes you happy, that helps you bring an insight on the stuff that doesn't feel so happy right now. Okay? There we go. Beautiful. And then let's change the belief that I never have enough time, or that you never have enough time. I guess it's a little froggy day in my throat. And I guess I'm just going to have a morning voice, and we'll just accept it. That I never have enough time. I never have enough money, and I never have enough opportunity. And let's have Source just change all those beliefs. There we go. And show you what it feels like to know you do have enough. And understand that you can always slow time down. It feels like it goes fast, that's for sure. And then sometimes it feels like it goes slow, so we know it's bendy. So let's just give you the energy of how to and what it feels like to bend time and make it slower. And actually, if you put your attention on it and say, and ask the universe to slow it down so that the next 20 minutes feel like an hour, in the highest and best way, with grace and ease and the most benevolent outcome, that you can get stuff done. You can slow things down. If you're running late on the way to work, you can say, a lot of times what I do to bend time is I'll imagine pulling into my parking lot at my office at a certain time. And if you want, play with it and say, I like the traffic angels or the time angels to help me out here. And when you talk about that out loud, that's fun to do. Say, okay, timing angels, get me there at 10 of 11. That's what I need. Thank you very much. And move on. We all talk to the parking gods. You know we do. We can talk to the timing gods too, and the traffic gods, or the traffic angels. There we go. It's fun. Awesome. And understand how many blessings you have inside of your life. You can just walk into your kitchen, right, and say, I'm so grateful I have all this food. I'm so grateful I have this toaster. I'm so grateful I have this blender. I'm so grateful, I have this sink. Just things that we usually take for granted. And bring those blessings in, like we were talking about it. And also just forgive yourself for going into a scarcity mode. And even if you think what's in your bank account isn't enough, then change that to make it enough. And then bring in the insight. And let's just have you bring in the insight of how to generate more and create more ideas around that too. And it all comes from that well of gratitude, that feeling like you have enough. Then the universe is going to give you more reasons to believe that you have enough. And that's how that starts on an energetic level. And then turns into ideas and turns into actions and all of those sorts of things. And research. There we go. Beautiful. and showing you how to and what it feels like to allow opportunities to fall in your lap that bring you forward in the most beautiful way for you. All right, my friends, we're going to stop here. But also I want to say, if you want more of this and you want to continue to become more abundant and open that up, I want to invite you to my free preview of my next future self endeavor, future self adventure called Your Future Self Wealthier. And inside of this, you're going to learn more ways to open up more flow for more opportunities and more clients and more financial abundance and more personal abundance. It's going to be fun. And because the building blocks of financial abundance are those of all of abundance, worthiness and receiving, primarily those two, and gratitude is another one. When you start opening those things up and they start happening more and more in your life, then you'll heal in places like in your relationships, in your health. You'll, get a great parking spot. You'll get all of these different kinds of things that'll start coming to you because we're working on the foundational opportunities inside of that bring about what you want in your financial abundance. So come on by. It's going to be on Wednesday, July 23rd, 2025. Gosh, my brain is going to scramble already. At 12 noon Pacific Daylight Time. And I will leave the link inside on the comment section. You're going to be getting emails about it. And until, let me give you, it's going to be fun. I can't wait to do it. I love teaching, so this makes me really happy. And makes my life feel rich. So here we go. And then let's have God give you body healing. And let you know who you are from God's perspective with all these changes that will continue to evolve. Bring you back into your body. Bring all that energy of your consciousness back into your body, all the way down through the bottoms of your feet, deep down into the earth. Bring that earth energy up the bottoms of your feet, up your legs, all the way up your torso, all the way to the top of your head, so it's filling up, once again, every cell of your body. And until next time, which is next Tuesday, right? God bless and goodbye, and hopefully I'll see you next Wednesday too. All right, bye now. God bless and goodbye for now. See ya.